What's up, Aquarius? All right, so look, as I was getting into you guys' energy, something became a little stuffy, and it wasn't always that way. It's like it evolved from a clear space to a stuffy space. So if there was one word to describe this energy that's surrounding you now and will be lingering on out throughout this next transit, that one word would be escalade. And of course, to further help you understand what it is that I'm trying to tell you, Aquarius, I need for you to go with me on a mind trip. You meet a person and you guys start off as a perfect match. You love their scent. They love your scent. Oh, their scent. Your scent, their scent, your scent, their scent, your scent, and a little bit more of yours. Then they need a little bit more of their scent, your scent. They need more of theirs. You need more of yours, and you need more, and you, and then. Ladies and gentlemen, is how those perfectly good relationships become toxic. All right, so Aquarius, this came to me because it's like there's some people out there that I feel like I'm talking to who feel like, you know, maybe the other person bad person, or they look at you like you're a bad person, and it's like sometimes we're not bad people. It's just that over time when you're with someone, you start bringing out all these negative qualities. It's more of you and less of them, or less of you and more of them. They get their way all the time, or they get away with stuff all the time, and then it becomes this back and forth, and over time it becomes stuffy. So what do you have to do? You have to separate to clear the air. I feel like a lot of people are in that clear the air energy, but you just have to see how it even got to a specific point in the first place. Okay, now keep this in mind because I do see some people reconciling, especially this fall. So just keep in mind how it got to that toxic, stuffy place in general, and understand what you can do to prevent that so it doesn't get that toxic or stuffy again. Also, for some of you guys, you've gone through relationships that maybe had the same type of energy, but as you go into a new relationship, you are being asked to keep these things in mind. So let's say in your last relationship, you know, there were some things that maybe you did that wasn't the greatest, okay? And you know that if you do that in this next relationship, it's going to cause those little toxic energies, or vice versa. You're watching out instead of choosing people who have those red flags or those same type of energies or qualities that had you in those type of relationships before. You know how to banish them and leave them alone. So we're going to be jumping to the tarot to see what's going on for you guys. Like I said, for some of y'all it's reconciling, for some of y'all it's new relationships, okay, where you're going to have to remember this. And always keep in mind when we talk here, we're talking about co-worker relationships, business, partnerships, love, family, friends, or whoever, okay? So here we go. Center of, whoa, look at this. Center of the reading. This flipped over. This is the 5 of Cups, okay? So someone is in that sad energy, maybe that regret energy. Something has happened. Something is already spilled. We've already sprayed both of our scents, and it's too stuffy, okay? Like I said, I feel like a lot of people are in that clearing the air energy space, okay? So we're still just trying to figure it out. That's why we still have 2 cups left. Some of y'all figuring out, maybe we can reconcile. Maybe we can put this thing back together. It's just, you know, we can't be up in here spraying these bottles all day. You feel what I'm saying? It's too stuffy. But somebody's feeling regretful, someone's feeling sad. It could be your energy or the other party's energy, or it could be both of y'all mirroring each other right now in your separate corners, both feeling like maybe there is something that we can salvage. Let's see what it's crossed by. The 8 of Wands. Now this is to me, once it's said, it's said. Once it's done, it's done. Once the spray has come out of the bottle, that scent is going to fill that space and you can't stop it, okay? So somebody said something or said something or did something that they wish they could take back, okay? And this is just saying, well, once it's done, it's done. That's another thing with this card. This 5 of Cups, once it's done, it's done. So you can either pick up the pieces and move forward, or you can leave them right there, destroyed, and move forward regardless, okay, with or without it. But this is just saying that somebody said something that they either wish they could take back, or, you know, hoping that you can forgive them for. Or maybe vice versa. Maybe you said something that you wish you didn't say, and now you're hoping that it can be forgiven. Okay, but in the other context of this card, we're talking about communication, and we're talking about like over the airwaves. So text messaging, calling, somebody wants to communicate. Okay, now this to me is coming up this fall. This is not already taking place now. This is what's coming up this fall. Okay, to me, this is not that distant relationship from way back in the past. This is not something from like over a year ago. This to me, along with a lot of other readings that I've been doing, have been feeling more so like now energy, like y'all teeter-tottering back and forth, the seesaw type relationship. Let's see what's at the deep root. Four of Wands. So soulmate, twin flame type energy. Okay, you may really have somebody that you can reconcile with, salvaging. I mean, even if it's friendship, I feel like the bond between you and whoever this is so strong that maybe some of this can be forgiven. And it's so crazy to me because the way this mind trip was talking about how things become toxic, but then it is that whole notion that things can be cleared out, right? I go to my corner, you go to your corner, it clears out eventually, right? Somebody open a window, you know, somebody open the door, let the fresh air in. Some of y'all just need to be refreshed and need some fresh air, okay? But this deep root, y'all had a real bond. This was real. You feel what I mean? You're not crazy, you're not sitting over there crying for no reason. I lost my person, da da da. It's like, nah, y'all really had that for real bond, you know? Y'all was tight like that. So let's see what's in the recent past. Ooh, the Three of Cups. Okay, now the Three of Cups talks about reconciliation. It talks about fun, celebration, events. Maybe some of y'all ran into y'all person recently at an event, or maybe for some of y'all this is y'all had an event planned before. Maybe y'all broke up, separated, went y'all other ways, and maybe y'all could be coming together to decide that. For example, if you had a vacation date set, but you said it like 6 months ago when everything was all peaches and roses, now all of a sudden y'all on this teeter-totter thing and y'all don't know if y'all gonna be going. But this is saying, you know, y'all might do that. Also, again, like I said, y'all could have already recently reconciled. Now this third party energy here is maybe there was some, because these Three Cups on the ground here is talking about maybe there was some third party energy or something outside of, let's say, you and that person. Let's say you got your scent, this person that got they scent, right? But then there's an extra scent in there that wasn't there with just me and you. That's because this one went over there and got another scent and brought it home. Now it's an extra scent in the mingle, and it ain't what me and you smell like together. It smell like me, you, and somebody else. You feel what I mean? That could have been possible, okay? But this is probably one of those things that's being asked to be forgiven, okay? Physically, I'm not seeing some stuff. Some of you women may have done some emotional cheating. I don't see sex unless it was with an ex. Yeah, that's it. Sex with an ex. Okay. If it's somebody new, I don't see that. I do see maybe sex with an ex or a past person. Headspace. Ooh, death. So this whole thing is transforming. Either you die by the toxicity, which means the relationship is dead and done, we're never coming back to it again, it's transformed, it's over with. Or this is death to the toxicity, let's try it again now with the windows open. And this time we're not riding with the windows closed no more. Okay, we're not living with the doors closed. We're going to keep the doors open. What do I mean by that? Like maybe we're going to get together, but we just going to be friends. Or maybe we're not going to be all, you know, oh, just fantasy. Let's just get married and da-da-da. Like maybe some of y'all will keep kind of boundaries up. Okay, that kind of thing. For some of y'all, it will be a boundary on like sex or something. Like you won't be physically intimate with this person anymore. But being around them or hanging out and stuff, that kind of stuff. Even with this Three of Cups, some of y'all may go on dates and hang out and all of that. But you know what? I feel like there's a kindred spirit with this connection. A very kindred spirit. But this death card to me is like one way or the other. Something is going to change. Something is going to shift. And it might be someone's like mindset, personality. You got to remember, if you're on the twin flame journey, some of y'all like divine feminines or maybe even the divine masculine, somebody is more advanced spiritually than the other person. And it looks like the way this is set up, maybe, just maybe that other person is catching up spiritually, okay? The manifestation might not show yet. But for some of y'all, your divine counterparts, their spirituality is starting to catch up now. Let's see what's coming up in the... Whoa. See, that's why you can't talk too fast in tarot. Because look at this. This is the Seven of Swords. Because in the near future, this is why I said some of y'all gonna put them boundaries up, and some of y'all gonna decide, hey, maybe we can just be cool. Now, there are some of y'all who just like, say what? No, I saw the demonstration. Toxic, toxic, goodbye, never again. Because I know what it's gonna evolve or escalate back into. Okay? And for some of y'all, that's what the Seven of Swords is. So whatever deceptive energy that you've had in the past, your demand might be, look, either you coming through right or you getting out of my life. You know, like, because I don't like this at all. I don't like that. It's like, man, everything was all good, so maybe this is a warning. Some of y'all got to be careful. Boundaries. Like I said, some of y'all may not be intimate with this person again because you know what they're capable of. You know how they've had you in the past. Now, no denying, you know, oh, y'all may have a connection. No denying you may have a connection, but like I said, the physical manifestation of this person's spiritual elevation may not be present on this physical plane. Let me see. Let's talk about it. Why is this Seven of Swords here? Somebody getting away with something. Somebody still kind of sneaky, y'all. Still kind of sneaky. I don't care who coming back. What they saying, they still got some in there. But what do we talk about? Look at that. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. So maybe someone's going to come ask for forgiveness because of the deception, because of the lying, because of the things that were said and done in the past. Wow. Listen, it says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. God, that is interesting. So let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try forgiveness first. And however it flows, operating in the spirit of forgiveness, that's how you know that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay? If I forgive your transgressions or whatever as you trespassed against me, I am going to lead with forgiveness, and forgiveness will lead the way, not resentment or anger or bitterness or whatever. And that's if you choose to be cool, deal with, or whatever. Somebody who has that soul bonded contract with. Okay? Because I told you, it's not, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. There is some spiritual bond. But there is going to, if y'all gonna have to do this thing, if y'all gonna be cool, if things are gonna work out, there has to be some forgiveness and there has to be some boundaries set, period. Because like I said, this is still in them. Unless the spirit of death is killing all of that, you know? Let's see what's in the deep root of things. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's see what's in your fears. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. So you feared that abrupt news, that abrupt, everything's just going all good and everything's cool, but bam. Or some of y'all worst fear with this relationship was, if I put my heart on the line, will it become toxic? If I put too much of me and he put too much of him, and then all of a sudden it's stuffy and we don't have no window. Okay, that's that rude awakening. It's that, oh, death come a gripping on in and, you know, ending the relationship, or, you know, you back into this position here where you're crying over things that you can't change. Or you're constantly having to be the one in the forgiveness energy. Okay, it's like we trying not to do that. We trying to shift out of that. I feel a shift happening, Aquarius, in your relationships. Now, for some of y'all, this is somebody new, and you will be forgiving all of the stuff in the past, people who did like this, because that energy is about to be done. You understand what I'm saying? So you won't attract it no more. All right, let's see what you look like to other people. Let's see what you look like to others. Oh, Six of Cups. So from this person's perspective, you're looking like the person from their past. So this is past, this is memories, nostalgia. Someone have some good, maybe high hopes of getting these things back. I want that old thing back, okay? So whoever this is, that's that Six of Cups. I'm sorry, that's the Five of Cups, is trying to take it back to the Six of Cups. They want to be back in that that memory space of how it used to be. That's how I'm hearing it. The way it used to be. Okay? And then there's also that growing old together, creating memories from this point forward. You know what I'm hearing too, Aquarius? Somebody just even want to be your friend. I'm hearing that music, soul child. You ain't even got to be my girlfriend. I just want to know your name. And maybe sometime we can hook up, hang out, and just chill. Okay, that's how it's coming through. Like I want you so bad, I'll take whatever little scrap of Aquarius I can get. And sometimes that happens in that clearing out space. Like I said, it's a lot of people in the clearing out space. So while someone's in the clearing out space, maybe energetically they're reaching out for forgiveness. If y'all not already talking, let's see. Ooh, I was gonna say what you hope for. These two want to pop out. Ooh, look at this. The Strength card, major arcana, confidence, beauty, good high self-esteem. You love yourself. Self-care is on point. And then look at that, the Two of Cups. Look at that, 4 of Wands with the Two of Cups. This is more twin flame energy. This is more soulmate. Okay, so we still in that same energy. Divine love from another planet. Okay, I don't understand why I can't let you go. You get on my nerves. You're a whole bug. Goodbye. Get out of my life. Why are you here? Where are you going? Come back. Why are you leaving? Come on. You know, that kind of thing. Now, if that's not you, then that's not you. But there are some people who are in this connected thing right now where it's just like, I don't understand it. I can't put it into words, you know? And for those who are not in this energy space yet, it's like, if this is what you want, that soul bonded relationship, that soulmate relationship, then keep your head and keep your vibe in that space so you can attract it and bring it in. But most importantly, this is jumping out at me now. For some of y'all, the only thing holding you back from attracting in this love is forgiveness. You know how they say you drinking poison, expecting the other person to get sick? No, this is blocking you. Because let me read it. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Forgive everybody for everything. Okay, some of y'all gonna have to pray and ask for things to be revealed, because there's some things in your emotional body and your subconscious mind that need to be healed and released. Okay, let's see what is going on in the heads, in the outcome. What's happening after all of this? 5 of Pentacles. Whoa. So listen, I don't like either one. I'm just be real. The near future, 7 of Swords, and the final outcome is the 5 of Pentacles. So some of y'all are going to still be like, I don't care how good it was in the past. I don't care how much of a soulmate or a twin flame or whoever you is. You could be a divine, whatever. We can have a soul contract, whoever, whatever, that expire whenever. I don't care. I'm not dealing with it. Bye-bye. Okay, some of y'all just that dead set. But you know what you're going to do on your way out of this door? I think maybe for some of y'all, that's the main point. Okay, I feel like we just walked through this whole thing just to get to the point of forgiveness. Not for the other person, but for you to remove that blockage so something could come on in. Okay? It's like you at a train stop. The train just going. Imagine that. Imagine the only thing you got to do is be like, I forgive you. And then the train is done, and then the things lift up and you can keep it moving. You can keep traffic flowing, right? That's what I feel like is going on here. Oh, man. Oh, what we could have been if you just done right when you had me. Oh, I don't know who's saying that, but go on, girl. You better work. Go on, my guy, whoever. Like, dude, let me see. Let's get a Ancient Wisdom Oracle card. And you know what I just heard? It's up to you. It's up to you what you choose, because both of them came up. The soulmate and the twin flame came up. You don't have to take this person back. And if you don't take them back, oh, that's it. That's the only person you'll ever have. No. It's not the way it's coming up. It's just the only person you'll have if you believe that. But if you forgive and maybe keep that 5 of Pentacles by, stay where you are, keep crying, I don't care, that don't mean Spirit ain't going to bring you somebody else. Let's see what's going on. Now, let's pull one of these cards. Intuition, ladies and gentlemen. Intuition, okay? Powers of discernment are heightening, okay? You being able to decide. You being able to decide, because I feel like it's a split. I just heard split decision. There's a split decision. For half of y'all, you're going to choose that soulmate, twin flame, or whoever, and you're going to choose to take them back. And you're going to choose to try to make it work. And you're going to use your power of discernment or your intuition to decide and know, is this thing going to be toxic again? Is it going right back to the energy space? For the other split of y'all, like, I don't care who come back, when come back, my soul say no. And I'm not doing it again. You're not coming back. You're not getting a second chance. And for that group of people, you know, I may give you a little round of applause, only because I see the same thing in that person. I said your twin or your divine counterpart, whoever, they may become spiritually evolved, but a lot of this stuff is still there. And if you're a woman, more than likely women are healing that emotional body. If the man, you know, not that masculines are not, but a lot of men aren't doing that spiritual healing work. There's a small percentage of them who actually are. For the other ones, they have to be forced into it by life situations that make them seek God or make them seek the truth. You know what I'm saying? But to just heal on your own, that's not really a man thing. You know, no diss to my men out there, because there's some of y'all who really doing the work and we appreciate you. But for you ladies out there who expect that a man out there doing that same healing work, he's not. He's getting thrown into life situations that are forcing him to grow spiritually, which then in turn makes it look like physically he's coming on up in life. But when we pull back the layers and we look at that little emotional body and we see those subconscious behaviors that are still playing out, this is going to be the manifestation. Still a little deceptive, still got some stuff that's going to make you wonder. Your intuition going to be going off, and it's going to be up to you to decide if you're going to deal with it or not. For some of y'all, your best bet will be no. For some of y'all, your best bet will be friends and boundaries. Okay? Y'all whole reading today was about relationships. I thought I was going to focus today. You know, we get about money up in here. We talk about like purpose. We talk about all of that. But I feel like this is the final push. I see a woman getting ready to have a baby. She having that final push. And we need to clear this and get this taken care of right here so that we can move on to the next thing. And who knows what Spirit gonna have us talking about next time. But wow, this time that's what I got for you, Aquarius. So thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your subscribes, your shares. I appreciate you guys so very much. You know, Aquarius, y'all my dogs. Y'all be holding it down. You know what I mean? So thank you. I appreciate you all. Now, if you need a personal reading, you can go ahead and email me, waterstarvibes@gmail.com. Look in the description box to see how you should list your questions, all right? And if you're not one of my subscribers, I would love to have you as one. So go ahead and push that subscribe button. And also you can follow me on Instagram at waterstarvibes. Aquarius, I thank you guys and appreciate you so much. And I'll see you in your next video.